Hello, Miss.
Hello.
Hi. You can hear me well?
Yeah.
Okay. And also tell me if you can see the screen. Can you see it? It says, hello, Ryan. Hello, Nora. Hi, Audrey. Okay, hello, children. Can you tell me if you can hear me well?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yes. Okay,
I can
Sheka.
hear
What about Ryan? Can you hear me well? Miss? Hello, Audrey. How are you?
Good.
Yes.
How
Okay.
are you, Miss?
Yes, doing well. Thank you so much. What about Ryan? Can you hear me, Ryan? Okay, try and turn up the volume if you can hear me well. Okay, for some of you. What about Misk and Nura?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
I can
Next, can you see the screen that we have in here? It says Animaker Mechanics of Writing Titles.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we're going to start now. Are you ready for the lesson? First, how are you? How are you, children? How are you doing?
Fine.
Okay,
Good.
good. So you're doing your lessons and you're reading A to Z, I suppose? Yes?
Yeah.
Yes, good. Okay, so keep on doing so you won't miss out on any lessons that we have for every day. Okay? I haven't heard from Ryan. I'm not sure if Ryan can hear me. Can you hear me, Ryan? Okay, he's not answering. Okay, so
Miss,
we're
where's
going.
the rest of the class?
Sorry, what?
Where's the rest of the class?
Yeah, some of them will be joining us in a minute or so. Okay, so we'll keep on accepting participants as we go on. Okay, so we'll begin with the lesson, even if there's only around 5, 6 of us. Okay, so the lesson is on mechanics of writing titles, right? Okay, let me just set this up. Okay, can you see this well? No
Yeah.
problem.
Yeah.
So if you have any questions while I'm in the middle of discussion, you can just say miss. So I will stop and I will address whatever questions you have. Okay? If
Yeah.
you're feeling uncomfortable or if you need to adjust your audio or anything else in your Zoom app, please let me know. Okay? It will be like a real classroom with me guys discussing with you. And also you can recite if ever I have questions. I will be calling for some of you and you'll tell me your answers. Okay? And I hope you have your pen and paper at the ready also. Do you have them? You have pen and
Yeah.
paper? Pencil and paper you
Yeah.
have? Okay, good. So let's begin now. We have the mechanics of writing titles. Okay? So firstly, can someone tell me what a title is?
Like beginning of a story or what? Like
Yeah.
this.
Okay, it's the name of a story or any creative work, right? Okay, good, Sheka. Now, can someone tell me, please, what mechanics are? Just your idea,
Mm.
it's okay, you can take a guess. Mechanics of writing titles.
I'm not sure if it's right. Like things you use for. So no, I think it's wrong.
Things that you do in writing titles, okay? So you're talking about different rules in writing titles of books or plays or songs or any other show, okay? So we will be talking about these mechanics or set of rules today. But first, I'd like to ask you. Let me ask Nura first. Nura, are you there? Nura?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, I'm
What is
here.
the title of your favorite book, Nura?
Uh, I don't know. There's a lot. I like a lot of books.
Okay. Like, can you give us one specific title that drew you in? Like your favorite of the whole lot?
Okay, I need to think about it.
Okay, we'll
Like
get back
human
to you on
books.
that. Right, so you can think of, because Nora has a lot of favorite titles. Okay, so we'll give her time to sort out through all those favorites, and then she'll give us one title. Okay, can someone tell me, anyone in the class, can you tell me the title of your favorite song? Who has a favorite song? Of course, everybody has a favorite song, right? Jerry, you have something in mind? Favorite song?
One Direction.
Sorry, what?
Live While We're Young.
Okay, so what is it about? Can you tell us?
They are a group,
Mm-hmm.
and
You
they
can come
split.
closer to your computer, Jerry, so we can hear you better, okay? And you can speak louder, it's
It's a group,
okay. Mm-hmm.
and they meant to like live while we're young,
Mm-hmm.
and they had like parties and fun. They could ruin anything.
Okay. Yeah, that's pretty interesting for a song. Okay, thank you for sharing that with us. What about title of a favorite movie? Misk and
22 July.
again, Rayan?
22 July.
22 July. Okay. Very briefly, can you tell us what the movie is about?
Two brothers, they were going to an island, and
Yes.
then somebody they were from Netherlands. Then
Okay.
somebody, he was like destroying the area, and he shooted the two boys, and one boy got his memory out of his body. Like he did,
Oh, okay.
his
So
memory
it's like a
didn't
sci-fi
have
movie,
memory.
science fiction. Yeah, really catchy, also really interesting and intriguing. Okay,
And he
so yeah, I suppose it
and
all
he put
happened.
like explosives in
Ah,
the city.
okay. So it's an action-packed film also, based on what I'm
Yeah.
hearing. Yeah, uh-huh. Okay, what about someone in class? Miss, okay, Miss, title of a favorite TV program. Do you have a favorite TV program?
No.
TV show?
Ellen Show.
None? Okay, get back to Nora. Nora, do you have that title of a book?
Yeah, you have
Yeah,
to
so
know.
which one? Oh, that's it. Tom Gates. Good. Okay. So we have like a whole series of that in our DC also and the documentary system. Yes, it's a very good series. Okay. Very briefly, could you tell your classmates what the book is about?
It's like a funny story.
Uh-huh.
He goes to school. He has enemies. He has friends,
Okay. So
and
it's a school story.
he tells it in a really funny way.
Okay. Yeah. Sheka, title of a favorite game. It could
I
be a game. It's okay.
title of a game, my favorite.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Or anything at all that you play that you like playing.
Roblox.
Ah, okay. Yes, I'm familiar with that game very much. Okay, good. So if you would notice, right, you would know what the book is, what the TV show is about, or a film or a game based on the title. And the title has to be catchy and creative. Okay, it has to draw the attention of the readers in. So that's what we're going to talk about today. How do we write titles? Okay, so let's proceed with our objective here. Okay, so let me call for you one by one. If there's something to read, there's something to answer, each person would get a turn. Okay, so let's begin with Algerie. Algerie, could you read the objective?
Objective: apply proper
Mechanics.
mechanics of writing title.
Okay, so as we have discussed earlier, mechanics would be the rules of writing titles. Okay, so what are the rules that we have to observe in terms of capitalizing the titles? Do we have to put them in italics? Do we have to underline them? And how do we identify titles in a sentence? Okay, so now let's proceed to the second one. So first, what are titles? Okay, Nura, could you read for us what a title is?
What are titles? A little is the name
Title
of
is,
title is the name of a creative work
okay, good. So when you say creative, what do you mean? It's something that was created.
made up.
Yes, created by a person. Let's say an author, okay, or a game runner, okay, or a showrunner, or a director, right? Creative work, something that was made, okay? It can be a TV show, as we have mentioned, it can be a song, it can be a theatrical play, it can be a book, okay? So title is like a name. If you all have your names, these books and games and songs that you know of, they also have their own names given by persons who have created them, okay? Is that clear? Is
Yeah.
that clear so far? Yes. Okay. So let's proceed to the second one. How do we write titles? Okay, so let's begin with longer works. Okay, so I need Ryan to read this for us. Ryan, could you read this for longer works? Is Ryan there?
Yeah.
Okay.
For longer works, such as books, movies, plays, or the names of newspapers or magazines,
Okay.
writers underline titles when they are writing them by hand.
Mhm.
When these titles are printed, they appear in italics.
Italics. Okay. So let's look at the example right here. The girl who rode like the wind. Okay, again, for longer works, what should you do? If you write them by hand, if you use a pencil or a pen in writing them, you have to, what do you have to do? As mentioned here,
Underline.
underline, good
Underline
Shada, okay? But if you are typing them in the computer or in your phone, okay, if they are printed also, then you have to make them appear in what? There's
Intellect.
italics, okay? What are italics? What is an italic? When you say italics, this title that you see here, it's sort of lying down. It's bending, okay? So you can do that feature actually when you type in Microsoft Word. So it's kind of bending, it's slanting a bit towards the right, okay? So that's what you mean by italics. Now, do we understand? For longer works like books, movies, and plays, by hand you have to underline, but then for print you have to put them in italics. Okay, now let's proceed to the second one. Okay, where are the titles? We'll have a short activity right here. So let's have the first one. Let's have Miss. Miss, can you read this for us?
I once watched a movie called The Story of the Big Red.
Okay, can you tell us please where the title is in the sentence?
Story of the Big Red.
Okay, the story of
Big Red.
Big Red. Good. Okay, so and it's a what, Miss? It's a what kind of a creative work is it?
Movie.
Movie.
Okay, good. How did you know that the story of Big Red is the title? Like what techniques did you use in context? How did you know it's the title? What's your clue word?
Called.
Called. Okay, signal word called. So it's the name of the movie, right? So this is your signal word for naming titles in a sentence. Okay, let's have Nura. Nura, number two,
The points of
ponies of.
Pastor
Mhm.
is an actual book.
Excellent book. Okay.
Ac-
Okay, good. So can you tell us, Nura, where the title is? Okay, in this sentence.
Points of pasture.
Good. Ponies of pasture. And what type of a creative work is it?
It's an excellent book
Okay, good. It's a book. How did you know that this one is the title?
because it says this name's book is excellent.
Okay. Yes, and also it's the subject of your sentence. It's what you're talking about. Okay. And later we'll teach you some techniques in identifying titles. Okay, next one. Let's get back to Sheka, you haven't read. Okay.
Yeah, I read it.
Yes.
My little was published in the local newspaper, the Daily News.
Good. Okay. So my letter was published, right? Where is your title in here?
My letter was published.
Where did you publish?
No, the Daily News. The Daily News
Okay. What kind of a creative work is it? It's a
newspaper.
Good.
Newspaper.
Newspaper. Okay, so it's very easy to identify titles. Okay, and also, how else would you know that it's a title? A title usually begins with a what? The main
With
words of the title begin with what?
The letter.
capital.
That's it.
Capital.
That's capital letters. Who said that? Sheka, was that
Me.
you? Excellent.
Yeah.
Okay. Now we know how to identify titles in a sentence. Second, set of mechanics. How do we write titles for shorter works? A while ago, we talked about longer works like books and films. Okay, now we have shorter works. How do we write titles
TV.
in this category? Let's get back to Algeria first. Algeria, can you read this? The titles of
The titles of shorter works such as stories,
articles,
articles, TV programs, or songs appear in
quotation marks.
Quotation mark.
Okay, quotation marks. Now, when you say article, it's something that you see in a newspaper. Okay, it's a short work, opinion of an author. Okay, or it can be news that was written by a news writer. Okay, now they appear for shorter works in quotation marks. How do quotation marks look? How do they look like?
Like these two, Miss, you can see it like these two,
Yeah.
like at the top.
99, 66 and 99.
Yes, 66 and 99. Okay, but then it looks kind of different. They look kind of different in here. But the quotation marks are used for shorter words. Okay, now let's have this activity again. Quotation, if you tell me where to put the quotation marks. First, you identify the title, and then you tell me, Miss, you have to place the quotation mark here and here. Okay, so number one,
Okay.
let's get back to jury, right? Finished. Okay, Nura. Misk. Let's have Misk first, okay? Misk, my favorite TV show.
My favorite TV show is All About Pets.
Okay, so where is your title in here again, Miss? Where's the TV show?
All about.
All About Pets. Okay, so where do
Oh,
you put the quotation marks? Before,
After is, and then
okay, after pets and before?
pets. All about pets.
Okay, so you have to put quotation marks around the title, All About Pets. So before all, which is the first letter of the first word of the title, and
And
after,
then
which is the last. Okay, you understood
Miss,
that? Yeah.
Miss, you put the quotation marks and then you put the full stop. Yeah.
Yeah, quotation marks first and then full stop because the full stop is not part of the title. That's the rule.
Yeah.
Okay. Next one, number
The
two.
full stop is always at the end of the sentence.
Yes.
يعني it doesn't, you don't put it
I know.
anywhere.
Unless you end with a direct speech. In that case, because we've studied this before, I'm not sure if you remember, but that it's for another lesson. Unless you end with a direct speech, then the full stop should be outside of the
We
quotation.
study, Miss. We study it before the lockdown.
Yes. Okay, let's have number two. Nura, I couldn't.
I couldn't put down Legends of the Castrays.
Okay, good. So now, where do I put the quotation marks?
Legends of the Castaway.
Okay, around Legend of the Castaways. Before Legend and after Castaways, right? Excellent. Next one, number three. Okay, Sheka. She was. Hello. Are you there, Sheka? Okay, we're back.
Miss, where did you go? You scared me.
No, I'm just here. Okay. Yeah, so let's continue. Shall we continue? Okay, so I think first, can you hear me? There
Where
was
did you?
a technical problem only. Okay, can you hear me well?
Yeah, no.
Good.
Yes,
Miss,
yes.
yes, but the screen doesn't show.
Okay, so let me share that for you again.
Julie.
Tell me if
Hi.
you can see it now. Can you see it?
Yeah.
Yeah, miss.
Sorry
Miss,
about
I
that.
can zoom. I can zoom.
Cannot
Can you
zoom it.
see me?
Yeah, I just zoomed it for you.
Yes.
Okay, now is it working?
No, me, I can zoom more.
But can you see the words, Ryan? Even if it's
Yeah, yeah.
yes. So as long as you can see the words, it's okay, right?
Can
Okay,
you
so
see me?
I think we have
Yeah.
Sheka a while ago. Yeah, she was
Yeah,
saying,
me.
okay, good.
Miss, can you see me?
Yeah, I can see Algeria. Miss is here, no?
Miss, can you see
Yeah.
me?
Yes, Sheka, I can see Algeria. I can see you. Miss is here. Noura is here.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, and Ryan also. I can hear Ryan very well, so I know he's there. Okay, let's have Sheka.
Okay. She was signing wild horses
Okay,
as she blocked cookies.
bake cookies. Okay, this
Cookies.
is good. Okay, so where did we put the quotation marks in here?
Wild horses. Miss,
Wild
wild
horses.
horse.
Good. Okay, so these are all the correct answers you've given me, right? So all about pets, the title for the first one, Legend of the Castaways, title for the second, and as Sheka said, Wild Horses, title for the third. So around these titles, you have to put open and close quotations. But you can only do that for shorter works. For longer works, as we've mentioned, you have to put underline. Okay, you have to underline them. I meant if written by hand, and then you have to put them in italics if you type them out. Okay, now let's go to the third mechanics, okay, regarding capitalization. So I think I haven't called for Ryan yet for this round, okay? Ryan, can you read this for us? The first,
The first and last word of
okay,
a little always
title,
begin
okay,
begin with a capital letter.
mhm,
However, articles, coordinating conjunctions,
okay,
and short prepositions never begin with capital letters unless they are the first or last word of the title.
okay. So we can understand capitalization better if we look at these examples, okay? So as we've mentioned, the first
Yeah.
and the last words should always begin with capital letter. All of the content words should begin with capital letter. Okay, which words should not begin with capital letter? Okay, in
If
which
it's
capital letter is not necessary?
if it miss
The
if
word
it's
is,
like off.
oh yeah, if it's short, if it's a preposition or an article in the middle of your title. Okay, so let's see, let's try this exercise. A life of adventure. Let's get back to Algeria. Which word should I capitalize in here, Algeria? I should capitalize
L.
A, L. Do I capitalize O in off?
No.
No.
No. Okay, and which else? A in
You
adventure.
can, Miss,
Good
you
job.
need to capitalize this the A, yes?
Yes, because it's the first letter of the whole title. Okay, now let's go to Sheka. Sheka, living on
Okay,
a
Miss
desert
Adventures. Wait, Miss
island.
Adventure, you need to capitalize
Yeah,
capital or
adventure
no?
also. So you have to capitalize A, L, O, no need, and A in
A.
adventure. Okay, I'll show you the
Living
whole set of answers in a while. Okay,
okay.
next one.
Living on a desert island.
Okay, so which
You need to
letters should I capitalize?
the L, the
Okay,
A,
here.
D.
No,
No, no,
A, no, I know.
no, not A. I mean
Good.
D
Yeah, no need for that. D and
and I.
very good.
I.
Okay. No need to capitalize O in on because it's a preposition and A because it's an
By
article.
mistake, I said A.
Yeah,
By
for
mistake,
short
I said
words, no need. But you've corrected
by,
yourself, so it's okay. Next one, let's have Noura. Noura, fascinating facts about the horses.
Fascinating facts about the horses. Horse.
Okay.
F,
Okay.
F,
Mm-hmm.
A,
Okay. What about T in the?
no,
Do you have to
T,
capitalize this?
no.
yes. Yeah. Yeah. Miss,
Actually,
yes.
there's no need because it's an article. Remember the, a, and an. If they begin, if they appear in the middle of your titles, no need to capitalize them. And the
I
last one
forgot because I see,
is
Miss, because I see titles, they have the
mhm.
T of capital,
Yeah, maybe because
capitalized,
the
even
titles they
though
have the entire title set in
capital.
all caps. Mhm.
Yeah.
And letter what, Nura?
H.
H, okay? Now let's see the answers. And I'll discuss them with you. See? So you're all correct in your answers, right? So you have fascinating facts about the horses. But for some titles, because about is a preposition, they do not capitalize letter A. But then for us, because it's a long preposition, we capitalize letter A. So either or you can do. Okay? So
Yeah.
now, before we
Yeah.
begin with the activity, it's just a quick, paper and pen thing. Do you have any questions?
No.
No.
None.
No.
Okay. So let's begin
My,
with it's a short activity. It's in here. I Let me just go there. Okay, so this is the thing.
Miss.
You have your pen and paper with you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so 1 to 5, this is only it, right? 1 to 5, try and rewrite the titles using correct capitalization. Okay, and then I'll
Oh,
call
we
for
need
you.
to.
Yeah, so which letter should you capitalize? Living on a
Okay.
desert, try and rewrite them.
Okay. Miss, the first one was mine when you told me the things.
Yeah, so now you have a clue on how to go about it,
Yeah.
right? Okay, so
Yeah.
first one is living living on a desert island.
Miss, we have to write it on a paper.
Yes, if you don't have pen and paper with you now, just try and remember your answers. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah. Second one is the girl who loved to ride in the hills. Third is
Miss, if
racing
we
against
didn't,
the wind and rain. Yeah.
Miss, if we didn't know it, we can ask you.
Yeah, of course. It's just a trial, it's only for me to know if
Miss, I made them all
okay, good.
without paper.
Really, wow. Your mind is like, it's very full of stuff. You can
Miss,
remember
I need to
things
write the
that-
whole sentence or the
just the
capitalized words.
title.
Okay.
In the land of the tallest trees, number 4, and number 5.
Miss, where are the others?
Oh my God.
We are 6.
Ryan, your voice is so loud.
We are 6.
Yeah, I know because I'm putting the mic.
They
Can
might
you
be
not-
joining us in the next class.
Hi.
Stop.
Are you finished, Ryan?
Yeah, I'm finished.
Okay.
Who is fasting?
Me.
Me. Shekha, are you fasting?
Yes, me. I'm fasting. ما انتبهت لاني كنت قاعدة
Miss,
اكتب.
are you
ايوه
there?
صايمة.
Are you okay? Okay, so let's give you guys 1 more minute and then we'll discuss your answers, okay?
Okay.
Miss, I have terrible terrible.
Me too, because yeah, me too.
From a long time I did not write.
Yeah, I just wrote in my online, not in a paper, or sometimes.
Miss, see, Rayon.
Okay, so
I'll just
1
lower my
minute.
voice.
1 minute is up. Additional 1 minute is up, right? Living on a desert island. I'll do this very quickly. Living on a desert island. Okay, I'll let you guess first. Which letter should I capitalize again? Letter?
D and I.
Miss, this meeting no longer has a time limit.
Alhamdulillah.
Actually, it has a time limit. So after this time,
Miss, you can extend the time.
yes,
You
yes.
can extend the time.
But then we'll only go for 40 minutes, okay? So living on a desert island, L, D, and I, you had to capitalize, okay? Next one, let's do this. Noura, which ones should I capitalize?
R.
Letter? The girl who loves to ride in the hills. Letter T. Letter.
G.
Okay.
G.
Letter.
L.
Okay. W and then L. And then you also have.
R.
And.
H.
Okay, good. Next one. Ryan. Racing against the wind and rain.
Racing. Racing.
R in racing. That's correct.
R.
Yes.
A.
Okay.
Ryan, don't
W.
say it on
And.
your mic. It's too
R.
loud.
Okay, good job. Next one. Let's have Miss. Miss, I called for you, right? Algerie instead.
Yeah.
Let's have Algerie. We should capitalize which letter?
I.
Okay. Even if it's a preposition, it's the first
I.
word in your
L.
title. So you have to capitalize the first letter. Next one is? Okay. And then?
Me.
T.
And?
T.
Okay. Last one. Racing champion horses.
R.
Okay.
C.
And?
H.
Good. Everything you have to capitalize. There's no article, there's no preposition in between. Good job, guys.
Yes.
Okay. So what you can
Miss,
do
no
is,
need to write it, yeah? Miss, no need to write it. We can just see it and we can
yeah,
think
sure.
and do it, yeah?
If you had the time, of course, it's better
Because
if
I
you
did
have
not
written it.
write all of them.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
I just wrote it, please.
please,
Miss, I
Miss
just wrote
Jamie.
it.
yeah, I'll have
Miss
it.
Jamie.
Yeah. Yes, Ryan, what is it?
The others said noted, so they mean that they saw the message for Zoom
Yeah.
class, but they didn't come. What's this?
We don't know
Miss,
what
they will
exactly
not
happened
get
to them,
good
Ryan, but then
grades.
we're hoping that they could join us in the future Zoom because we have on Wednesday also. But on Wednesday,
Miss,
we'll
this
have it
is
on
fun.
11. Okay. So you have your R&B with you. If you want additional practice, because I took this from R&B, then you can just go to lesson 20 grammar. Okay.
Miss,
So
can
it's
I go
page
get my R&B?
271 to 273. Yes, but no need
Miss,
to
can
do
I
it
get
here,
my...
Shekha. No, yeah, no problem.
Okay.
In your free time, after you're done with all of your lessons, you can have additional practice in your books. Okay?
It's okay if we didn't do it or we need to do it.
It's better if you do it. But then
Okay.
if, first you have to do all of your stuff in Edmodo. That's your priority. And then in reading A to Z. If you have extra time, then better work, yeah, on your R&B.
I don't think so because I have so many stuff, even Arabic, this kind of stuff in IDMO.
Yeah, no problem, yes. And it's also Ramadan. Okay? So any questions, children, before we end this meeting? Thank you so much for coming, for joining us in this class. Do you have any questions?
Miss?
Yes, Ryan?
No.
Miss, we have to come in Zoom classes
Yes. Because you're
to
attending.
attend Zoom classes?
Yes.
Miss, Zoom classes is only like FaceTime?
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Okay. So if you don't have any more questions, that's it, children. You still have math, I think, at 11, right?
Yeah.
So you better prepare
yeah.
for your next class. Okay? It's really nice seeing all of you.
Miss, I think we have math next class.
Yes, exactly. 11, you'll have it. Okay.
So I
Goodbye,
have break.
Bye, everyone. I wish you all the best. Keep safe. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.